Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching this or where you're watching this from. Avatar Theory here. How is everybody doing on this fantastic day? As always, first things first, when I do live streams, just let me know if the audio is good, if you can hear me fine. And currently, I am going to play the trailer in Photoshop of all things, and the reason for that is I just feel that I can edit the trailer or like zoom in certain areas much easier. So if things are showing up in Photoshop, it seems that I might have a few problems doing the live. Like, it doesn't seem like the picture is playing on the live stream when I do the Photoshop. So I'll have to just give me one moment here, just sorting out this this issue. But what did everybody think of the trailer so far? If you've watched it, if you've not yet seen it, then let me know. If you've seen it, let me know. I'm just going to fix this one small problem. Should take a couple of seconds and then it should be fixed. Let me go to this 1 second here. But yeah, if you've seen the trailer, what did you think of it? What's your overall thoughts? And yeah, is it what you expected? Basically, did you expect a little bit more, or did you expect less, or did you expect more from this trailer? Did it give away? Like, I feel overall it didn't give away too much. It gave away just enough for you to really to kind of get the idea of what's happening. Yeah, seems like I have to play this on YouTube because playing it on Photoshop, it seems like it's not really working well on live streaming. So just give me one second. I'm just trying to fix this quickly. That should work, I guess. You should be able to see the trailer now. If I go full screen, you should be able to see it, and in a moment you should be able to hear it fine as well. Let me just pop this in full screen. And yeah, I'm just going to go through the trailer. If you've not yet seen it, then this will be your first time seeing it, and then I'm just going to talk about it afterwards. So here is the trailer in all its glory. I'm just going to talk a little bit over it as I'm playing it, but enjoy. You guys not seeing the picture, right? You guys are not seeing I'm not really sure why we can't see the trailer. No, you can hear it fine, right? Just give me 1 second here. No visual. What about if I just play it from Firefox, if I just play it from the internet? Audio is clear. Right, so this seems to work fine. So the beginning part of the trailer, you can see there is, I'm just going to pause here. So I'm going to do this quite a bit. Let me see if this zoom in function thing that I that I installed, the zoom in extender, works. So the beginning part of the trailer is, let me just, sorry about this. The beginning part of the trailer is what we saw in the end credits of the mid credits of the Avatar Remastered. I'm just gonna let it play a little bit and then I'll jump back and forth as the trailer continues.
Dad, I know you think I'm crazy. But I feel her. I hear her heartbeat.
I absolutely love the music in the trailer.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
This is really a fantastic trailer.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see you.
The way of water connects all things.
Oh, that ship just looks so incredible.
And after your death,
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong.
That shot. Oh my goodness.
Strong heart.
This almost makes me tear. That really makes me tear up, you know. One thing I noticed immediately at the end of the trailer, if you listen to the end, the end part of the trailer has the Avatar theme, but it is a very dark theme. It is a very like heavy tone to it. Just listen to it again. You can hear it has a very almost like a ominous feeling, like a sad feeling, like something's bad gonna happen. And I've said this before, but I definitely think one of the main characters is going to die in Avatar: The Way of Water. I just want to try and use a different player because to open this with, so that I can just have a full screen while going back and forth, because obviously this is not working the way I intended it to work, and it's a bit unfortunate. But let's see if I can use this to. I can easily scrub through here. Yes, this works much better. So let me just change this to just give me one moment here. I'm just trying to get it to a full screen here, or I want to get it full screen. I don't stream often, so I do apologize for all these technical mistakes. I should really stream more often than this. This kind of stuff will probably not happen. I'm trying to get the not Streamlabs, not Explorer. I don't know why it's not really working the way I want it to, because I want to go full screen with this thing, but if I go full screen, then it then kind of like does this weird thing. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, the end of this trailer has this strange tone to it, which gives me the indication that there's something terrible is going to happen. One of the characters is likely going to die, like I said, and I don't know who it is, but I do think one of the characters is definitely going to die. Sorry that I'm clicking so much. I'm just trying to figure this out. This worked when I tested it. I promise you this worked when I tested it, but now when I go, it's obvious all the time when I go live and this kind of stuff happens. But anyway, let me just use Firefox. So let me go to one of my favorite scenes from this trailer. Is the shot towards the middle here. Let me find it. Well, this thing here is quite a insane. Just look at all that RDA tech on there. Big. There's some weird techy thing on Jake's ear in the last scene. I will have a look at that in a moment. Just trying to get this sorted. Not movies and TV. No. Just give me one moment. But overall, I'm happy with what we got in the trailer. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't give away too much. It gives away just enough that it piques your interest in terms of what you want to see going forward. Like, I want to see more, but at the same time, I don't want to see more, if that makes sense at all. So if I go back here, yeah, I don't know why I cannot open what I'm trying to capture here. I'm trying to get a certain thing that I've opened here, but it doesn't seem to work the way I intended it to. No, I'm just gonna keep it as is. We can't see Spider in the new trailer. No, that's very true. I noticed that we cannot see Spider in the new trailer. I'm just going to go through it again from the beginning, and I don't believe that Spider is in the trailer, which is very weird. I don't know why, but yeah, he's not in the trailer. At least I didn't see him in the trailer. And it's interesting hearing Sigourney Weaver's voice in Kiri's body, which is kind of a bit of a strange combination, but I'm sure it'll. I remember people saying with the D23 footage, it was a weird thing to hear, but so I don't know why I'm lagging so much.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see you.
Like, I can watch the trailer so many times. I'm gonna watch the trailer so many times now. It's just
Connects all things.
there's so much to really take away from this.
And after
I mean, that scene alone, that looks like a Tulkun that's dead in the water, and you can see a lot of recoms there at the back, and you can see a lot of some of the Na'vi being captured there on the right hand side. Let me just give me 1 second here. It's going to try and switch back to Firefox to get this sorted, so that hopefully I won't have so many technical issues, but it doesn't seem to work. Sorry, VLC. No, it definitely does not work. No, it does not work at all. I don't know why it doesn't work, but oh well. Oh, wrong trailer there. Okay, so now it should work for full screen finally. So now it should work full screen. Okay, so now that I can go frame by frame and full screen, are you seeing full screen? Is it working or is it not really working? It seems to be a black screen. I don't know why. Again, I'm really sorry about this. I don't know why it's not working. There, it's working. And if I go full screen on this, does it stay as it is, or does it? It seems to be working now. Finally, that took its time. Okay, so getting back to the beginning of the trailer, you can see, like I said, the beginning parts of the trailer is definitely the parts that we see in the post credits, in the mid credits scene of Avatar Remastered. We saw there was three different mid credit scene. One with Lo'ak and the Tulkun, one with the Metkayina and Sully kids, and one with Tonawari and Lo'ak. And this is one of the mid credit scene where we see the kids swimming. This is a beautiful scene. I wish I could have seen this in 3D. You can see some of the new fish there. Lo'ak being very interested in it. And here is Kiri. One of the shots that I was talking about when I saw Kiri in this is that she's very interested in the marine life, what's going on around her. So again, she's like, in a way, has Grace's mind, Grace's thoughts, Grace's memories. So of course she's going to be very interested in the world of Pandora, but also because this is all new to her. So you can imagine if Grace was able to explore this whole new part of Pandora, that she would have been so fascinated to see all of this, to experience all of this, and just feel this. All of this is brand new. So you can imagine, you can see there, she's very fascinated by the marine life. 20th Century Fox and Lightstorm, of course. And this shot we got of Neytiri, we got this in the previous teaser trailer. And this is a new shot of Neytiri, and this is, you can see she's a lot younger here than what we see her in the other shots in the teaser, in the trailer. And also one thing I noticed from the shot is that this is one of the shots we got from the art book of Avatar: The Way of Water. There was a shot of Neytiri where she's pregnant, and you can see that you can see it here that she is pregnant. You can see that she is pregnant there, and you can also see, based on the way she kind of like looks down, she like kind of wants to shoot, and then she looks down, almost like the baby is kicking, or or it's a bit of, she has to adjust her angle a little bit, because obviously her body weight is a little bit different now because she's carrying a baby. So she has this different kind of angle she needs to adjust. She needs to like move forward and backward, and I think also that it's a bit of both. I think it's the fact that she feels something in her stomach, and also that she has to adjust her weight a little bit. You can see that she looks down and just she repositions her elbow, she repositions the bow. From James Cameron. And this is a new shot we got of Kiri from we haven't seen this before in any promotional images, and you can see there's a lot of creatures, the creatures we saw in the first movie as well. Kiri being very fascinated.
Dad, I know you think I'm crazy.
And here you can hear, let me put on the captions. You can see that Kiri says, Dad, I know you think I'm crazy. And that is obviously because Kiri is going to talk about Grace and how she feels Grace. And Jake knows that Grace obviously died. And Kiri is Grace reincarnated in some way. The trailer doesn't really give that away how, which I'm very happy about. I thought this trailer specifically would give us indication as to how the recoms would be made, maybe a little bit of Kiri, but it didn't give us any of that, which I'm actually very happy about, because I don't want anything too spoiled. This is also another just a tease of what's possible, of what's to come, and also looking at the area that Jake and Kiri is sitting on. That's this little net area. It does look like the area of the one Lego set of the Metkayina home reef. I believe it's called the home reef of where they had this net area over the water. So I do think this is after they come to the Metkayina tribe and experience the water for the first time, and they maybe have a heart-to-heart conversation, and this is when Kiri obviously opens up to Jake. And this is likely a younger Lo'ak, maybe, where Jake is teaching him how to hunt, how to shoot fish. Beautiful shot this, I must say. The plants, the water, everything looks absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to experience this not only in 3D, but specifically in IMAX 3D, which is going to be phenomenal.
But I feel her.
Here, Kiri says, I feel her, which obviously again refers to Grace, and this is a scene from the first movie where Grace died. So this obviously indicates that there is some sort of connection to Kiri and Grace's memories in terms of how it happens. I'm not entirely sure. Thank you guys for watching. 184 of you guys. Wow, I've never had this many people watch my live stream. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check the pinned comment. There is a chance where you can win the Avatar Way of Water art book. I'm just trying to go through the comments as well while dissecting this. But yeah, I'm definitely going to, once I'm done with this live stream, I'm definitely going to go over all of the comments again, and I will do a more detailed breakdown of the trailer without technical issues this time. You know, the RDA sometimes messes with your technical stuff. Do I think that Kiri was born from Awa? That is a possibility. That was the initial theory that I had when Kiri was revealed. We didn't really know who she was or who she's played by at the time, and I said that she's might have been born by Awa or something like that. Maybe some sort of natural, like born without parents, if that makes sense, in a way. But also, I also have a theory that she might be a recom with Grace's memories. So either way, it's one of those two. It might be that Kiri could be a recom created by RDA with the memories with the video memories, the video logs and all stuff of Grace, and they wanted to use her to study Pandora. And of course, now that she studied Pandora or whatever, maybe she learned more about Grace's memories through Awa, and then she ran away. That's maybe also a possibility, but I don't know. That's a wonder why don't she Jake's oldest son? They're very true, very true. But how would they get Grace's memory? I think that it's possible that, you know, if you look at some of the images, some of the behind the scenes images of the Way of Water, you'll see that there's this image of Kiri standing in front of a video log of Grace. So Grace kept a lot of video logs, just like Jake did. But of course, we didn't see that in the first movie. So video logs is essentially video memories, video thoughts. And you can think of it as they compiled all the video memories into a memory file and then used that as a memory. So that's why Kiri could think and talk like Grace, because she's heard Grace's voice through these video logs, and she thinks like Grace because she uses the video logs based on Grace's thoughts, but she's not Grace in that sense. And that's why I said she might be a recom, but more of a failed recom in that way. Whereas Quaritch is a true recom because his actual memories was used. But yeah, they didn't explain anything about the recoms in this trailer. They didn't explain anything about that, how they were created. So let's continue with the trailer. And here is Tuk playing with some plants.
I hear her heartbeat.
And here again, saying, I hear her heartbeat. As Awa is probably approaching, you know, something's definitely happening here. It also looks, if you look at the grass, you can see something's definitely happening. Let me just go back here. Either something is happening with the environment, or there's a helicopter or some sort of gunship landing, getting to pick her up. She's knocked out or something. But if you look at the grass, just pay attention to the grass here. You can see that it's almost like something's moving, something's happening. Something certainly is happening to Kiri here. Whether it's Awa connecting to her or Grace connected to her or something, I don't know. Or if it's just the RDA about to pick her up. I don't know, capture her or something. I don't know, but something's definitely happening in the scene. And then here we can see Jake and Neytiri, much like their scene, one of their scenes in the first movie where they were like flirting with each other, flying around on the Ikrans. This kind of mimics that scene, but just nighttime. And this is probably them just having a date night without the kids, you know, just flying around, messing around, and just having fun, that kind of thing.
So close.
And here we can see the scene we saw in the teaser trailer. This is of Loak and the Tolkien, likely Pyracan, which they will bond in some way, I'm thinking, because there is an extensive scene at the end of the remaster with Pyracan and Loak, where it seemed like the Tolkien was saving Loak. So this is just a scene, the beautiful scene. This is a really stunning scene, and this is the scene I saw at the end of the remastered version of Avatar. I saw them two, and seeing this not only in 3D but in IMAX was absolutely stunning. It was a really stunning trailer, a stunning scene to see in the IMAX. And then here's just some fishes, and you can see Kiri's feet is in the water. This is obviously the bottom of the scene.
What does her heartbeat sound like?
And then Jake is just obviously encouraging Kiri to, you know, asking her to, I'm guessing it's more a scene of like her connecting to Eywa, connecting to Pandora, just like trying to encourage her to follow this intuition, this feeling that Kiri has. And here you can see the I can't really see the faces here of who's swimming, but definitely Kiri, the Metkayina kids, and you can see that Kiri is connecting with Eywa, with some of the plants underwater, because you can see her hair is very floaty here. And in the extensive scene with the Metkayina kids, one of these scenes that I didn't get at the end of the Avatar Remastered, you can see that the Sully kids couldn't hold their breath underwater for long. They were underwater for a little bit and they had to come up for air all the time. But Kiri was underwater constantly. She didn't need to come up. It seemed like she didn't need to come up for air, which is very interesting, which of course makes her different than the others. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's the one here, because you can see that it's obviously her, but you can see that it's underwater because you can see the Metkayina kids there at the back, and you can see that she's connecting with Eywa there.
Mighty.
And then, yeah, again, this extensive part of the other scene that we just saw, and this scene is beautiful. You can see there Tonawari riding one of the skim wings, and you can see that the skim wing is also like flying a little bit. You can see there it's like you can see here its wings are extended, and then you can see in the previous scene it has its wings inside. You can see almost like it doesn't have that all its wings there. You can see that it's or maybe not, maybe I'm wrong here, but it did say that its wings can probably when it swims its wings go inside, but you can see here it has a little bit of a, you can see there it's obviously shot out of the water there with the two Tulkens. I'm not sure if one of them is Pycan, maybe, but regardless, this is a beautiful looking shot. Let's see here. When they see the kids run past the flowers, you can see Spider for a quick second. Really? Was that Christian, was that more back or was that forward? Let me see here. Oh, there is. You're right. You're absolutely right. You can see Spider there for a second there on the right-hand side, briefly running with the kids. You are spot on with that. Thank you for pointing it out. So Spider is in this trailer, but we don't see his face. It's weird that they kind of didn't include him in this trailer, but yeah, let me go back to the scene. But thank you for pointing that out. I didn't see that.
Mighty.
And then yeah, this shot is really, really stunning. I cannot wait to see this in the cinema. It's going to be absolutely stunning. And then this shot as well, Tonowari looking really, really... Tonowari, I think, is going to be one of my favorite new characters of Avatar. And then this shot we've seen before of the kids and the Ilus. We know now a little bit more about the Ilus. We've seen a little bit more about the Ilus because we've seen them in the art book, and we've seen the Lego set of it as well. Definitely a stunning looking Lego set. And I am wondering what is happening here. It looks like something is forming around the center there. Or like what happened there. You can see here Ilus, them jumping with Ilus in the water. Bunch of Navi, but going back, interesting look at the weapon there. I think that's Loak maybe, but he's wielding a very interesting sort of weapon. It's like almost like a spear with two round ends at the end there. I'm not really sure what weapon that is, but it looks very, very interesting. Maybe in the next trailer we'll focus on Spider. Possibly. I do think we're gonna get maybe one more trailer, because this trailer focused a lot on the Navi, so I do think we're going to get a trailer that focuses a little bit on the RDA. So we see both sides of the story kind of trailer, if that makes sense in a way. But yeah, the visuals and the animations is absolutely, before I go to this scene, the visuals and the animations is crazy beautiful, like really, really beautiful. Here we see a human and a recom. The recom is bare feet. And here we see a human in this new exosuit. I love this design of this exosuit. I'm just crazy for design of RDA tech. I've said it before in Lego sets. I've said it before in some of the McFarlane figures. But I really, really do love the design of RDA stuff. I just they're just everything about it. This looks really awesome. But yeah, just the way it runs. And then of course that's Jake underwater, like sneaking out. Let me go back here. I'm not sure who this RDA soldier is. I cannot see any tattoo on his arm or anything, his or her arm, but definitely the gun there. Bare feet. I wouldn't run bare feet in this fire environment, but you can see there that this is definitely a way for humans to keep up. Let me just see if I can playback speed, make it really slow. And you can see there, it is a way for humans to keep up with running with the recoms. You can see there. Now, this is going to sound terrible now, but my point is let me just mute this for a second. But you can see here, when the human runs next to the RDA, they're kind of like the same speed. You can see they're running the same speed. So this exosuit is definitely used for humans to not only fight against the Navi, but also just keep up with them in terms of speed. And you can see there the human is wearing, or the human, the person wearing this exosuit is holding a gun there on his right side. So I do wonder if that gun is going to be part of the recon guns, because they are bigger and just more powerful. So I think I'm going to keep it like this, slow motion. You can see Jake just popping out in the water, probably after some battle, or he's maybe infiltrating something. I'm not really sure. Wow, 213 of you guys. Thank you so much. How are you all doing today? And where are you watching this from? What is your time right now? Is it early in the morning, at night, or is it 10 past 2 in the afternoon like it is with me? And also, check the pinned comment for your chance to win. I'm giving away a copy of the art book of Avatar: The Way of Water. Just check the pinned comment. There is the competition, how you can enter this. Morning, 9:11 p.m. 8:11 a.m. Wow, that is a very, very opposites. 10 past 12 at night, Italy. Afternoon. It is night right now. UK. I'm watching. I'm not from, but I live in Norway. In case anybody wondered. South Africa. I am from South Africa. Hallo. Hoop dit gaan goed daar in Suid-Afrika. If you understand Afrikaans, but you should. But 10 p.m. Belgium. All around the world. Fantastic to hear. Love it. So going back onto the trailer. yeah, this is Jake underwater looking. Just you can see he's wearing something on his ear. That's probably what was pointed out to me in the super chat, that Jake has some sort of tech in his ear. That's probably the piece that's referring to, but I'm gonna check it out in a moment. And here you can see a lot of chaos happening, a lot of burning. You can see the animals fleeing. You can see just chaos. And this could be, oh, I'll get to this scene in a moment. This is a very important scene. I'll get to that in a second. But this is probably the reason that, could be one of the reasons that Jake and Neytiri is running. Because, you know, the RDA came back in full force. They came back stronger than ever. And they just, it's just absolute chaos. So that could be one of the reasons. It could be early on in the movie, and could be one of the reasons why they are not only fleeing to the Metkayina clan, but why they're seeking help, because their home was destroyed. There's nothing left. It'll be interesting. It'll be a bit dark if they're like the last of their kind, of their clan, but it is a possibility, because just look at that fire. It is insane. It is massive. There's a lot of destruction going on. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Just give me 1 second here to fix something. But yeah, there's a lot of destruction going on and a lot of stuff happening. And yeah, it's I do wonder what's happening here, because it does look like a lot of stuff is happening. So going on with the trailer. So I just had to mute a message here. Here is Quaritch, or one of the few looks of Quaritch we have in the trailer. And what do you think he is holding in his hand? That is obviously his skull. He obviously found his body in some of the other shots that we've seen. Some of the image that I spoke about yesterday, he found his body. So that is likely him picking up his own skull. And he just crushes it easily. You can see there, without really any effort. He just crushes his own skull. Which just not only shows their strength, but just shows how small a human head is in the hand of a recom, of an avatar. So yeah, it is crazy. He's holding a human skull. Yeah, it's like I said, he's holding a human skull, but it's his own skull. Because he finds his body and he just crushes it. You can see that. You can even see the muscles tensing up on his hand there as he's crushing the skull with ease. Probably foreshadowing, maybe. And then we have Tonowari speaking. I'm just going to go back to normal speed, because I want normal audio.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Yeah, we cannot let you bring your war here. That's what Tonowari is saying. Interesting shot about this here is that spider? Is that spider going with the recoms? Just look at it a little bit slower. You can see here on the top, on the right there's a character that looks like a human, looks like a kid, holding onto a recom. You can see there as he's going out. Let me just put the sound off with this. As he's going up, you can see there he has dreadlocks, just like Spider does. And you can see obviously these people on the side there are recoms. It doesn't look, there's a recom there, there's a recom there, there's a recom on the left side, there's another one on like kind of off screen. And this recom is, I don't know who this recom is, but you can see that there's somebody holding onto this recom with dreadlock hair, and that's human. And that is a kid, and that is Spider. I'm saying that is Spider. It certainly looks like Spider. Just look at it. See, you can see there it looks like Spider. So he's not being forced here Like, it doesn't look like his hands are tied behind his back. It doesn't look like he's being, it doesn't look like he's being captured. It just looks like he's going on his own free will, which makes me wonder why. It makes me wonder what's happening. Skull Shadow Terminator 2 throwback. Yeah, I didn't. True Lies. I didn't think about the Terminator throwback. That's very accurate. AB James, that's very accurate. And the True Lies similar shot of Arnold as well. Yes, that's very, very true. James Cameron does like throwing references of his other movies in his trailer, in his movies. So that's very, very nice picked up. How does Tony Warren know how to speak English? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he, you can hear that his English is it's not fluent. So maybe he learned it through. I don't know actually. That's a very good question. Possibly Recon, Quaritch, and Spider. Yeah, I think that is Quaritch and Spider, because we saw in one of the Lego sets in the submarine that there's Quaritch and Spider together in the Lego submarine. So definitely something's happening there. Definitely something's happening. And then Tono Warrior says, of course, we cannot let you bring your war here. Of course, with you saw that with that fire, with the jungle fire, that's obviously the war happening in the forest, and then Jake and Neytiri flees because obviously the RDA is after them, and that's likely why Jake and Neytiri is coming here, so that they can seek help. And then Tono Warrior, of course, is like, I don't want your war. And this is obviously the scene where they arrive for the first time, because you can see that they're on the Ikrans. You can see that Took is very surprised in what's happening, and like they all look. All of the Sully family is like very, very amazed about what's happening. You can see the Metkayina around them also is very curious about this new clan, because you can even see there it looks like a kid at the background, and then two Metkayina there at the back. Right there, you can see that the way their expression is, they're very like interested, like amazed, almost like scared, like who are these outlanders, these people from the forest, because they're not used to seeing, maybe they're not used to seeing other clan members. And this shot as well, absolutely love how Tonowari looks. I love his necklace. I really like his colorful. Well, I keep saying it's a scarf, but it's not a scarf, but it's like a robe scarf thing. I'm not really sure what exactly it is, but it's like a scarf robe kind of thing, and it just looks really stunning. And then of course his shells kind of thing around his neck. I wish I could buy that. I just want to, like, I grew up as a kid. I grew up about a block away from the ocean, so I spent a lot of time at the ocean, in the ocean as a kid. So the ocean does mean a lot to me growing up. Like if I see pictures of the ocean, I always think back fondly of my childhood and my family and the vacation time spending there, and that's why I'm so interested in the whole ocean aspect of this. I mean, it's a very fond personal memory to me. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, here you can see that Loak is they're doing like their greetings to the tribe, and they're not really sure what to expect. And here is Ronell, and then Loak is saying outcast. That's all they see, which is obviously before they kind of. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of rivalry between them before they realize that they need to work together. But of course, kids will be kids. They don't agree on things. They have their cliques, their groups, their clans, but they have their groups within the clans, and obviously they don't agree with each other. And then here you can see this is actually a good shot. You can see the hand and the arm of the Metkayina clan is very different to that. You can see Loak's arm is very thin, very very. His hand is very thin compared to the Metkayina clan. You can see there the hand is very flat and the arm is very flat. That is, of course, to help swim. You can clearly see there the color difference as well. Here also you can see the tail. The tail is also flat and like long, like a what is the word now? I can't get to the word now. But yeah, it's like it helps to swim. So that's why it is. Let me see here. What are you guys saying? Trailer versus movie. Perfect timing. Yeah, like a fin. Almost like a fin. Like a paddle. And you can see they're just tackling each other. It kind of reminds me of a rugby tackle. Where I'm from, rugby is a big sport, so... And Tiraya and Loak obviously gonna fall in love in the story. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet kind of style, you know, two kids falling in love. Their parents are from different tribes. They don't get along well, but over time they eventually agree that they need to stand together. So a little bit of Romeo and Juliet thing going on here. I'm just gonna see if I can. I don't want to put the sound on. And here is, this scene probably takes place right before the scene where they arrive. So this scene we saw in the teaser trailer, this probably happens right before this scene where they arrive. So they probably fly around, and then we have that scene in the teaser where they blow the horn as well, probably to make the announcement of the Jake and Neytiri arriving. And here we have a new shot of looks like Loak and probably Payakan at the water. And you can see there going back, you can see there's some sort of trail as he's swimming. And this is just absolutely stunning. This colors is like popping out on my screen. I really want to watch this on my 4K TV. I hope we get a 4K trailer soon. This is not in 4K. I checked this, the highest quality is 1080, so this is not in 4K. I have one of those TVs with the lights at the back, so I really want to watch this trailer in 4K on the TV with the lights projecting what's happening on screen. That's going to be really stunning. But of course, I do want to watch this in IMAX. 292 of you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you tuning in. I've never had this many people watch a live stream. Thank you so much. If it goes this way, I'll have to do more giveaways. But thank you, just to show my appreciation. But thank you so much. Here is an interesting line by Loak. He says, the way of water connects all things. That is obviously the title of the movie. But that could imply a lot. I mean, that is obviously what I'm thinking first is that he's finally realizing the importance of the Metkayina clan and the importance of the water on Pandora, and of course growing up on a more like a area where there's not oceans and water creatures and stuff like that. He might have not realized it, and this line I'm thinking is going to be said more towards the end of the movie. You see all of the kids, and here is also seems like Jake and Tonowari is agreeing on something, and you can see that Jake is a bit busted up here. You can see his shoulder is busted up there. He has a scar at the bottom by his lower back. You can see his face is all busted up, and you can just see his expression in his face is not very happy. And you can see that, or happy in a sense, not happy in the sense that he is very sad. So you can see that Tonowari's expression also is very like a comforting expression. Like he understands. He emphasizes with Jake. He understands his pain. He understands his loss, and you can even see there at the back, Ronald being, like kind of like looking down to. I'll get to this shot in a moment, but looking down, kind of like paying respect. So I do wonder if this scene takes place after there's been a possible death. Because you can just see this whole scene is there's a lot going on in terms of emotions, and the fact that this scene takes place over the line where Loak says the way of water connects all things, obviously like it's double meaning. It's like also connecting the two clans, and Jake is standing alone here. Neytiri is not in the scene, and Jake looks very busted up. I believe his scars are mimicking the same scars that he had at the end of the first teaser when he's standing there with his kids, and there's like smoke and stuff in the back, and he looks all busted up. That's the same kind of scars that he has now. So again, I do wonder if this scene is more towards the end of the movie where Tonowari is maybe saying, to Jake that, we need to find a way to beat the RDA. We need to stand together. We need to fight together. Maybe this takes place before the final battle, but it certainly seems like there was a great loss right before the scene. But I don't know what scene. And then of course this incredible, beautiful looking beast of a thing. This is like their water fortress, their water base, their mobile base, and we saw quite a few things happening in the middle there. There was this scene of Spider and I think it was Jake jumping into the water, and there was a lot of yellow construction, like mech stuff around it. So I'm guessing that happens right in the center. And there you can see the crab suit on the left there. Definitely excited to see the crab suit, which we'll see in action in a moment. So if I just continue the trailer a little bit. But yeah, this thing just looks absolutely stunning. And there you can see the Metkayina and it looks like Renell riding on the skim wing. You can see it looks like the Metkayina clan here is getting ready for battle. You can see that she is getting ready. Let me just put the playback speed to normal and put the audio on, and then you will hear the audio as well.
And after your death,
Just go here.
before your birth, and after your death,
This is our home.
I need you.
So the way of water connects those things before your birth and after your death. Again, implying that somebody's going to die because after your death, obviously kind of an obvious statement there. And then going on to the next shot is a young, judging by the color there, it looks like a young Metkayina baby. But then again, looking at this scene, this is the exact same scene, almost the exact same scene that was shown at the end of the Avatar Remastered with Lo'ak and Payakan. Lo'ak had the same expression going up. His head was in the same position, and he was gasping for air the same way. So that is weird. Why this shot is it's almost like the Lo'ak is being replaced by this baby. I'm not sure who this baby is yet. I'll have to dig a little bit deeper. It's Renal's baby. That's very interesting because of course she's pregnant. So I didn't think of that. That's probably Renal's baby being born. Maybe the Metkayina gives birth underwater. Because that is a very. I mean, we also see something like that in the Wakanda Forever trailer. So she might give birth underwater, and then when the baby is born, bonds with the Tulkun. That's possible. They're fighting the robots, not humans. Yeah, that could be maybe towards the end of the movie. I mean, for all we know, she could give birth and then maybe get killed in some battle or something. But yeah, looking at this scene again that I spoke about earlier, just shortly after I had technical issues, you can see here it looks. Oh no, this is not a Tulkun. This is a Ilu. You can see there by the colors, the orange, red, and blackness. This is the Ilu. You can see there in the front. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor here, but you can see there in front is the mouth of the Ilu open, lying on its side. So this is definitely Ilu being killed because obviously a Tulkun cannot. I didn't think of the fact that a Tulkun is too large to be this close to the coast, or to the you know what I'm trying to say. And you can see there at the back, the Metkayina, their home is just being burnt. You can see their netting. You can see the reason I'm saying this is the Metkayina's home is because of the way their tents. I call it like tent-like structure. This is very much like the stuff we saw in the Lego set, and we saw the trees and by the water. So this is their home being destroyed by the recoms, and you can see there's also the skin color of the Navi there is much lighter blue compared to Jake and his family. So this is definitely the Metkayina home being destroyed by the recoms, and you can see there's some humans there with some of those exosuits, and you can see there on the left is also some Ikrans, and all the Navi's hands is being tied together. So this is obviously them being captured, and yeah, this is a very deep scene, a lot of stuff happening here, a lot of destruction, which kind of is unfortunate to show in the trailer, because then that their home is going to be destroyed. But obviously they likely have more than one. I'm guessing they have more than one, but the fact that this is in the trailer gives me the indication that their home is going to be destroyed. And then the camera kind of focuses more. Here you can see I wouldn't say a beautiful shot, because it's not a beautiful shot, but here you can see a more clear shot of the Ilu that's died on its side, that's lying there. You can see there's his eye sticking out, his mouth is open, and clearly was killed by the recoms and the RDA. Why am I using caps? I have no idea. I have no idea why. Yeah, Ikrans on the left side, or those two sticks. No, those does look like Ikrans. That's what you can see there. The wing. Again, I don't know if you can see my mouse very well, but I should have used a different cursor for this. But you can see there the wings, and you can see there Ikrans. There's a green one, there's a blue one. Definitely said there's a few there on the left side. So yeah, they're definitely being captured. And here you can see, who is this? This is Kiri and Tuk, and you can see there is it Kiri? No, that's Luak. Sorry, that's Luak. I thought it was Kiri. No, it is Kiri. This is Kiri. Okay. So they're cutting it to make you think that it's the same scene, but it's not, because Luak is probably in front of Tuk and Kiri, because here you can see that this is Kiri. This is Tuk here, right behind her. And you can see they're on an Ilu, and you can see behind them is one of the crab suits, the suits that I like so much. And there's a crab suit driver. We don't really get the names of the crab suit drivers, but you can see that she underwater obviously lost her hand, broke free from her, or accidentally, not on purpose. And you can see, interesting here, thing that I just noticed, you can see that Kiri here is not really holding her breath. It doesn't seem like she's holding her breath in that sense. It just seems normal, if you want to put it that way. But looking at Luak in the next shot, you can see clearly he's holding his breath. So again, Kiri being able to breathe underwater makes me question a lot of things. I'm not really sure. What's happening there, but yeah, it's I don't really know why Kiri can hold her breath like that. But going on, you can see he's and then he's realizing in front of him is another crab suit. I really love the way it's just kind of you cannot really see it until it moves. You can almost not see the crab suit, which really I really love the design of it. And then it's misses him a little bit, just by a few centimeters, just misses him, trying to slap him off the Ilu there. And then Neytiri says, "This is our home." And then let's continue with the trailer a little bit. And then here you see a different shot from a scene we've seen in one of the teaser trailers. This is Neytiri and Kiri trying to escape a flooded area, probably in one of the bases of the RDA. And then Jake says, "I need you with me." You can see here Neytiri just looks defeated in the scene. She looks utterly defeated. And then here we see another beautiful shot of some of the Metkayina kids and Kiri. And then Kiri is doing like a Kamehameha move here, which you can see that she's pushing something. This is underwater, and the way a light is coming towards her gives me the indication that it's probably a crab suit that's hitting straight onto her, because we can see here that where is the scene? We can see here that a crab suit does have headlights in the front. You can see there, and the fact that while she's doing this Kamehameha move, that a light is shining brighter on her, getting closer. So yeah, it kind of gives me this reminds me, you know what shot this reminds me of? The second Matrix movie, at the end when Neo is in the real world, and when he's trying to stop the Sentinels, and he's like saying like, I can feel them, and he just pushes out his hand and he stops the Sentinel. The Sentinels get stopped right in front of him. So this kind of reminds me of that. So almost like as if Kiri is like, you know, I can sense them, I can feel them, I don't know why she's doing this with her hands. Maybe she's commanding some of the, maybe she's moving the water. I don't know. Maybe she's finding a way to, with Awa, Johnny Quest, like you said, she has power from Awa. Yeah, and Anong in the back, like, what's happening? Yeah, like she's using the powers of Awa to not force push, but using pressure or something, using the water to maybe push the crab suit away. Maybe she found a way to almost like a water bender. She's like bending the water to her will. Maybe something like that is happening in the scene. That's the indication that I'm getting. But again, there's the way they edit trailers and the way they remove special effects from trailers. There could be some sort of special effect happening here that we're not. There could be like water flowing past her or something's happening, and we're just not seeing that simply because they're just edited out for the trailer, just to not spoil stuff. So that could be a possibility as well. Now the next shot, this shot, you can see there is funny enough on the right side you can see Loak, you can see Tuk, and another Navi on the right side. You can see it looks like Loak is sitting here or standing here, possibly sitting here on his knees, and Tuk is standing here, and there's another person here, and you can see there's recoms here, 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one human here and another human in an exosuit, and then this is probably Payakan. Beautiful shot, probably, you know, trying to rescue the kids, and you can see there just how massive it is, and that crab suit is quite big in itself, but this thing is just insane. But yeah, this is a really I didn't mean to do that. This is a really beautiful looking shot. You can see there I've been hoping we get something like this in the movie, where you can just see a whale or the Tulkuns like jump on one of the ships, and I'm so happy we're gonna get it. You can just see there the scale of this thing is just really insane, really insane. And yeah, the damage of this is probably going to be immense. And here you can see Jake again on the skim wing, and he's wielding a gun, which kind of confirms that the edited version where he has a spear is not going to be the one that's going to be in the movie. He's going to have a gun. That just confirms that part. And you can see here is a massive battle taking place. Likely this is towards the end of the movie, and you can see there's a lot of gunships there. And you can see here is Neytiri on an Ikran. She's jumping off. It's a lot of stuff. You can see this is the extended part of that scene. She's doing a roll there, getting her bow ready. I just want to go back one here. See, this is probably on that ship we saw. This is probably on this. Where is that shot now? Probably on this ship. This is probably on the ship because you can see that it folds open. So the fact that this ship folds open, probably she comes in from the back there. This is what it seems like, at least. Looking at this, you can see there's the crane there as well. There's a crane there. There's some yellow there. So looking at the ship itself, going back to that scene, you'll easily see there's a crane there. There's some yellow metal there, so it just matches up a little bit if you look at it that way. So this is probably when they are attacking the ship at night. It does look the time is at night, so this is probably her in the final battle attacking. And then you can just see that in this final shot, Neytiri just looks when Jake tells her strong heart. He has the same earpiece that he has in one of the beginning shots. It's probably to communicate with some of the Navi. It's probably something that they took from the RDA or something. Maybe it's something that he took from a recom to try and listen in with what's happening with them. And you can see then Neytiri has been crying. She just looks utterly defeated in the scene. And she's picking up her bow, hinting at, the shot here I'm getting is like she's picking up her bow one last time kind of thing. So again, a lot of fire and destruction in the end there. I'm not sure what's happening here, but it does look, even if you, like I said in the beginning of this, if you listen to the song at the end of this trailer, just listen to it carefully, you can hear the Avatar theme, but it has a very dark and like a sad beat to it. Just listen to it. So as you hear, it has a very sad beat to it. It again gives me the indication that there's going to be a lot of loss. There's going to be a lot of tragedy. It's going to be a very emotional movie, and we're definitely going to see loss. We're definitely going to see sadness. We're going to see somebody's going to die, whether it's one of their kids or whether it's Neytiri herself. I've as time went on, I've gotten the feeling more and more that Neytiri might be the one to die towards the end of the film, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, because we do have a third, fourth, and fifth movie. So, yeah, we'll have to see in terms of what. I doubt it's Neytiri. Fair enough. But I do think that it's going to be an important character, because James Cameron has stated on interviews before, when he speaks about Marvel movies specifically, that there's no real repercussions, and you have 10 years later and they still act like they're still young and all that. There's no real impact sometimes with superhero movies, and he said basically that his movies is not really, he doesn't want to go that way. So, and he said that there's a tragedy involved. So I do expect somebody's going to die, whether it's one of their kids, whether it's Neytiri. I don't think Jake will die, but we'll have to wait and see. Definitely some deaths here, definitely an emotional movie. This trailer gave us a lot, but it didn't spoil anything in that sense, I feel. I'm obviously going to watch this trailer over and over and over so many times. There's a lot that I probably have missed. So thank you guys for tuning in this live stream. I had at one point over 300 people. I am beyond belief that I had so many people watching a live stream. I'm just a bit speechless about that. But at the top of this link, at the pinned link, I am giving you a chance to win the Art of Avatar: The Way of Water. If you want a chance to win that, then just click that link. But again, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Apologies for that technical issues in the beginning. I don't know why I had so many technical issues. I tested it before I started. Before I started this live stream, and everything worked fine in Photoshop. Like, I had a previous trailer that I just tried to edit in Photoshop, and it worked fine. It worked flawlessly. And the moment I went live, it just didn't work. And then Firefox gave issues, VLC gave issues, and I was just like, oh my goodness, why is this happening now? But that is just Murphy's Law. That always happens when you do stuff like that. But and thank you so much for that super chat. It was the first time ever I got a super chat, so I was I didn't expect that. Thank you so much, so much. It really means a lot to me. The support that you guys have given me really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate all of that was my fingers cracking, by the way. I really appreciate all the support, and I really appreciate all the comments. I tried to go through all of the comments. There's so many comments, but I tried to go through all of them and respond to them. I read them. I mean, I feel that if you take the time to comment, I should take the time to read them, and I do try to all the time, all the free time that I have, all the time, you know, I spend days where I just read the comments of people that post. So thank you so much for tuning into my videos, and you can expect a ton of videos from just this one trailer. Definitely a ton of videos from just this one trailer. So, but let me know what shot of the trailer was your favorite of all of the shots from this trailer. What was your favorite? I would say that my favorite is probably the one coming up. The one right here is probably have to be my favorite one. Let me just slow it down a little bit. This probably has to be one of my favorite shots. This shot right, let me just pause this one here. We don't have the Tulkin in a nice shot because it's not in 4K, so it's a bit blurry. It's blurry on my screen, so I can imagine it's even more blurry on your screen. But I also like this shot of this. I mean, I love, despite the RDA being the bad people, I do absolutely love the design of their tech. And still no signals from Norm. Yes, that's interesting. I do wonder how we're going to see Norm, to what extent we're going to see Norm, and if we're going to see a golf scene. That'll be if we're going to see Parker playing golf again in the second movie. That'll be funny. If we just see him just playing golf in the background, that'll be quite funny. Technology is bad, yes, but I just love the design. I just love the design of these things. It almost looks has like a shark kind of look with it, with the fins on the side, and it has like this giant mouth in the front, and it just looks terrifying. I mean, the designers, the people who designed this must have had quite a field day when they just designing all these ideas. That's why I'm so excited to see the art book, because I want to see the designs that they didn't use and what they used from those designs, because of course designs evolve over time. So I do want to see the designs that evolved over time. And then I would probably say my second favorite shot would be this one here. Let me see. Let me just go back here. This one here. We don't have a focus of Quaritch's face, but I just like this frame itself, because it gives so much. There's a lot of meaning behind this, I feel, because in one sense, the fact that he just crushes it gives like this, like he's still evil, he still wants to get revenge for his body being killed, but at the same time, looking at his eyes, looking at his face, he has this like almost like this doubtful, like regretting feeling of the past life he lived. So yeah, definitely interested in Quaritch's. He looks angry, but also emotionally, I wouldn't say emotionally damaged, but emotionally conflicted. Conflicted is the right word I'm looking for. He's like almost conflicted. You can see, of course, he does crush this. You can see there, he's just like, his evil comes through and he's just like crushing it. So, but before that, he's very like, you can just see, he just looks a bit conflicted in terms of what's happening. So, I mean, you can imagine if you have to be resurrected in a different body and you find your old dead body, that's kind of messed up. That'll mess you up a little bit, you know? But again, they didn't give away. Wow, I'm at 300 views again. Thank you so much. I was gonna end this video a while back, but I just kept talking about the different scenes. Yeah, he just seems conflicted about what's happening. So I do wonder what his story arc is gonna be. The fact that they didn't give away anything about the recoms in this trailer, I'm happy about it. I do hope we don't get a trailer that's like giving away the entire story, because I spoke in a previous video that I made when I spoke about the first Avatar's trailer. They gave away the entire plot beat for beat in that trailer. So I'm happy that they didn't do this in this trailer. There's a few things which I feel that if I watch this trailer 12 times, which I'm probably going to do afterwards, if I watch the trailer like 12 times, there's a lot to take away from this trailer. There's a lot to put together. If you look at this and you look at all the images and you look at all the news sources that was given, there's probably a lot to put together. But overall, they didn't give away too much. They didn't how do I say this? They didn't put like the music fitted perfectly with the trailer. They didn't put like some sort of generic action music or something like that. That's just like overly edited trailer. It's perfectly edited. It's 2.5 minutes long, not too long, not too short. Perfect length for a trailer like this. And yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen for it, and this shot as well. I'm very excited about this shot because, like I said, you can see spiders there on top of the recom, and what's happening here, I don't know. I don't really know. So we'll have to see what other marketing material comes out this month, because Sigourney Weaver did say that the marketing for The Way of Water is going to be coming swinging this month. So yeah, I'm excited to see more of The Way of Water, but let me know what you thought. And again, I'm going to also go through all of the comments after this live stream, because I didn't get to all of the comments because I had over 300 people at one point, and like I said, I've never had that many people watch my live stream. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm really humbled by you guys watching my content and subscribing to my channel and following me for all Avatar stuff. Yeah, I'm really, really humbled by it. Thank you so much for following and for subscribing, for liking my videos, for commenting and providing feedback, and most importantly, pointing out when I make mistakes. I mean, we all make mistakes. We're all human. So if I get facts wrong, if I get things wrong, point it out. Tell me I'm wrong, and then I can correct it. So yeah, this was the new trailer, or the first trailer. The first one was a teaser. This is a trailer. So will we get another trailer? I'm saying yes, we will likely get another trailer. One probably focusing more on the RDA side of things. Maybe give us a bit more insight to the recoms, to Quaritch, and then give us a little bit of more of the story, because we didn't get to see too much of the recoms. We get to see more of Navi and Jake and Neytiri and the kids. So yeah, we will get another trailer, but yeah, I will also, as I dissect stuff in the future, I will try to avoid spoiling stuff in titles or thumbnails, because I know how annoying that is. But yeah, you can be sure that there's going to be a ton of Avatar content in the future. So if you haven't subscribed already, then be sure to hit the subscribe button. And wherever you are in the world, whatever time you're watching this, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, in the pinned comment, I have a link where you can just click on the link, and then you can enter to win a chance to win the Art of Avatar: The Way of Water. And it is a worldwide competition, so it doesn't matter where you're watching it, doesn't matter where you're entering it from. I will get that. If you are selected as a winner and you are wherever in the world, I will make sure that you get that art book. But again, thank you so much for watching this. All 270 of you guys that are watching, I really appreciate it. Wherever you are, stay safe, have a fantastic day, and thank you for watching.